good morning, good afternoon. It's like nearly afternoon. It's freezing. It's actually, right, I'm going to complain. I am going to complain again. I am. I'm feeling low, right? I'm feeling heavy. There are many things being chucked at me that are making me feel heavy, but I'm also not helping myself. I am as much as I can. There is just so much that's overwhelming me. It's just so quiet. My children were shouting again this morning before school. Look, I'm not blaming them. I'm not blaming them. I'm not saying that they can't have a shout. But it's just a lot of noise. Yeah, I think I'm going to talk about being on the autistic spectrum for a second. And to be honest with you, out of my family, God, this dog's George, yeah. Out of my family, I am one of the least autistic people, I'd say. Right, so I'm very close to members in my family, maybe even a bit too close. And I can't even do a proper YouTube video at the moment because of a family member has stitched up me and told another family member about my YouTube channel. Like, that doesn't need to be seeing my YouTube channel really, to be honest with you. And now that's what I just started to think about. And yeah, so maybe I should just start a new channel. I've got way too many thoughts going on at once. Look, it's the first day in a while that has been silent, but like there's a lot of things going wrong. My washing machine's leaking again, even though I bought a new one 2 months ago, but it gets heavily used, and my partner's a plasterer, so it gets a lot of plaster in it. But there are other issues, like there's a massive bag of hay in my utility, like a huge bag of hay. And some people keep giving, I mean, there's like 2 guinea pigs. Another guinea pig died the other day, and yeah, because they got old, I think. They were like 3. So got these 2 fucking guinea pigs. And then someone just keeps chucking hay all over the washing machine and then all over the floor and that. So I've gone out, I'm just trying to go around and, you know, everyone's been off work and school quite a little bit and things have got pretty dowdy, and I do go on about cleaning a fucking lot, I know, on my channel, but things are just so out of place in my house today, and I'm just not knowing where to start. I don't know whether to put the washing out or not. I just feel like heavy on my back. I had a migraine yesterday. I've been getting migraines. Maybe that's just what it is. I've been very much used to floating on quite a high vibe. I didn't even talk about autism then, did I? But yeah, so all I'm trying to say, right, so when I get a little bit, it does feel like people around me, whether it's no fault of their own or what, and you know, you won't know who I'm on about, because but they can throw a lot of autistic behaviour at me and a lot of energy, and it's a lot. And it's not even my immediate bubble family, it's not my children, it's not my partner, it's a lot. But then I react off it so heavily. And I was watching, and I was watching, I've started to watch the autistic dating program on Netflix, where it's these autistic people on dates, and they are very more highly autistic than I or anyone in my family, but really relating to a few things. Like this morning, someone threw a lot of vile words at me, and they have done a lot. They do tend to do that, but a lot of, when I just didn't need to hear any of that vile, heavy, like saying I never ever am in a good mood, you know, just like heavy, like whoa, like that. They just piled, right? They piled, and I'm not saying that I don't pile back, or even if I've learned to pile from this person, but they just, But then I was just so ready to receive that negative energy on the negative energy that I was already feeling. And it's my own fault. I'm just so in my own way. But maybe I just need to give it a little bit of patience. Each day will be different. My hair dried naturally okay-ish today. And I'm going to the hairdressers in 2 weeks. I'm going out I've got a 2-day break this weekend and from my children. And I think that's what I'm overdue a break as well. Because yeah, well, they're gone at the moment. But like I said, I've got all their shit to clean. And I've just realised that I've got I cleaned loads of pans yesterday because bless my partner, right? He loves to cook and he does lots and lots and lots of other very, very important jobs around the house. And he does a lot of the shopping and does a lot of especially this weekend because I was so moody, he's like the entertainment for the children. And I'm not blaming him. No, I'm not blaming anybody. But yesterday I did a lot of pans from all of our cooking. And then I've just realised there's a load of other pans hiding in the oven. And it's not like a massive deal, but today I gotta go and scrape the fat and I have got to stop. But then yesterday I went for a 2.5-hour walk yesterday. And I really did, I seen so much joyful things. And I came home and I had a massive migraine. And today it won't, right, so the pressure in the air and when you feel it's gonna rain, I was gonna hang my washing out and it feels like it's going to rain. But on my phone, not that they always get the weather right, but it said that it's not going to rain, 0% chance for 10 days. But it's just so heavy with cloud, excuse me, I could have paused then. But when it finally rains and you feel like a little bit of relief. There's a lot of pressure in the air. And I was mentioning in my last video about the geoengineering, definitely in practice in my area. Definitely, because I've seen it myself. And I was thinking about the white light, the sheer white light when it is happening, and I couldn't hardly look up at the sky. And then when I was Googling it, was saying that it can, cause the, yeah. So I'm just saying, things they're not helping me. I heavily reacted. I didn't have my guard up. And I've done quite a lot recently to try and, but maybe that's just what it was. I've overburnt myself out. I said yes to everything over the Easter, as much as I could in the Easter holidays. But then this is just a repeat, but I've got to had a lot thrown at me. But then I haven't been that much fun. And then I also feel guilty because it's like a waste of time not to be fun. But it's not important in the end of the day because I'm going on holiday for 2 weeks in a month with my children, and I can always bounce it back and I can be fun, but maybe not today. It feels like the more I'm pushing myself, the more I'm getting a migraine and heavy. I am going to try and, I'm making a rose tea again now. I've just had some good pumpkin seed mix shit. And I will move up. But I'm just, right, so yeah, being on the spectrum of being able to cope with life, but being on the spectrum, so yeah, everything that was thrown at me today has just gone round. And even though I know that person doesn't mean, there is a lot of truth in it. And when you are heavy like this, it's a good time to evaluate some of your habits and some of the ways that you want to change, and just try and maybe remold a few things, because I suppose in a way I do deserve a lot of what I am quite mopey at the moment, and it feels like I've been given an opportunity to be less mopey, and I'm not. But there must be a good reason for that. I'm not the worst. I am getting constant headaches though, and I'm worried about that because I am trying not to. Like I got one coming up now. And like when you get a migraine, you do actually feel like you just need to go in a dark room. So yeah, I just feel like it's just adjustments to getting older. Or just adjustments. And I'm a fucking moaner. It's just everything negative can just weigh on me at once. Like all of my ways that I've been building up nearly broke down on me the other day, that I was just like, I just thought I was just totally fucking pathetic. And maybe I am in some ways, and maybe that's just what I needed to hear right now. And I need to start plodding or ploughing forwards more. But only when I can, you know. So yeah, that's it. That's really it. So I'm just gonna keep trying to nourish myself. And I have been trying to up the cardio, and I just feel like it's not even helping. But maybe it is. Maybe I'm just fucking tired today. But it's okay to just admit that when it has just got really heavy on you, you know? But just take a pause. Yeah, and I was going to just say that I've got a 2-day weekend break this weekend. But I'm just like fluffing about fucking what to wear, what style I am, who I am. I just like lost everything in like at this very moment. I mean, you know, I might feel all right, but like, you know, there's so many ideas about what I could do this weekend. I could meet up with my sister. I could meet up, which would be like a wild weekend, because she's like 24 at the moment, and split up with her boyfriend of 7 years, and she's like on one at the moment. So that's not going to be for me, if you know what I mean. It'd be too out there for me, where I am right now within myself. But also my partner just wants to go on bike rides, and yeah, which is a good idea as well. But I just want to mess myself up, and it's just pathetic. I just wish I could stop being so fucking. But I do know what I'm like though, and when I get it out of my system, I get it out of my system. But then I have to stop being selfish as well. So whatever I do this weekend, I'm going to try and enjoy it, and I'm going to try and. But some weekends my children go away and I do absolutely nothing. I just sit there like an old bugger. So I just don't. But I'm just saying, sometimes I am just overwhelmed by decisions and energy and other people's energy. And it don't matter what defences I put up, what work I put in. And if anything, it seems like it's come around heavier, because it just does, doesn't it? And it's all okay. It's all going to be all right. So wish me luck, and I wish you luck. So I'm going to go and get these packed. That's nothing, right? So I want to do productive shit. I want to. I actually do want to make t-shirts. I have some brilliant fucking t-shirt ideas. I want to start moving forwards on this stuckness I've got on YouTube at the moment. I want to start moving forwards, but I haven't got that much time or energy to do it, and I am behind on all of my children's needs in ways at the moment, or just about filling up all the baskets. You know, my partner needs attention, everyone needs attention. I need self-attention. I need to do my exercise. I need to get fit. I need to get this fucking house in order. I need to learn some stuff on the internet and like up my skills. I can't, you know, there's lots of things, and time just rushes by, and then I just feel like, do you know what? And then I won't just let it all give in either. So it's just going to be one day at a time, and hopefully God slipped out really, will give me the time or the flow that I keep. It's like non-duality, like I always going about the flow, but right now my flow is just no. My flow is no. But I can move forwards. and stop, and I am in control of this, and maybe that's what pisses me off even more. I just need to stop being such a little brat. But also, what do you do if you start to get a migraine? I'm starting to get a migraine now, so what the fuck do you do, right? So you drink some water. I'm not getting into a paracetamol habit. You know, where like people take paracetamol because they got a fucking headache, or because they got hay fever symptoms, they take hay fever shit. I'm not blocking this shit. So what do? I realised that I've got through so many positive things. It was my son's birthday this time last week, and we did really, really well with his birthday. And I say it like that, like it was a chore, but sometimes that's what I mean as well, is that sometimes if you're not correctly feeling mentally balanced, everything can feel a bit like a chore. And I did get a lot of, it's not about me, and he had a good birthday. That was the main thing. He had everything that he asked for, and he had everything he wanted. And it's okay. I just realised the whoosh of how much I do enjoy. So it's just heavy to hear this morning, just like, but we all do it, and it's okay. I'm just going to take, you know, and I don't mean this in a nasty way as well, but it's just like little things like my neighbours are always at home and they're old and they own their houses and they've got big houses, and I rent my house. And like me and my partner smoke fags, and I just know that they get fucking annoyed with us smoking fags, and like, I just sometimes feel so like invaded. And I tell you what else it is as well, it's because I'm a Cancer. And I just want to go in my shower and I get very pinchy. So that is just the way that is. It's like that. And it's the way it is. But I will move forwards, and I'm going to stop now. And just know that once I sort of let that energy out, yeah, I might not have rang a friend to say that energy, but just letting it out with words or into the atmosphere has helped. So thank you for your help and patience, and even if it is just me, but yeah, no, much love, and just cheers and namaste. Can I also just say that everything just costs so much bloody money. So much money. And it's the same as I've said before, that I have to just take control of so many personalities in my life, and I am going to be strong for my four children that I want to be strong for, and I want to teach them well. But it is so hard in this day and age as well, with all of the technology on offer and all of the distractions.